So this journey of learning how to sew has brought me to many different items and many different projects, but recently I took on the task of going to the fabric store, buying some fabric and learning how to make my own custom pants. So the first part of making pants that I had to do was correctly cut the patterns, and I did a bad job of cutting the leg patterns because on the package it was listed as a size 34 and I cut the size is probably too slim. I cut that 34, but then one of the legs I accidentally cut short, and so that basically ruined the outlook on how the legs were supposed to fit. Originally, I thought it was just that one leg that was messed up, but it actually turned out to be the back side of both legs. They were too skinny because I cut them too slim. So after putting the pockets on, putting the zippers, doing the pleats, sewing everything together, once I tried them on, they didn't fit at all. But thankfully I had just a little bit of fabric left that I could have used on one of the sides, and so I let that out on both sides. I let it out as much as I could, so there was literally zero seam allowance on the fabric, and the legs fit well, but then when I tried them on and I pulled them up, the butt was too open. There wasn't enough fabric in the butt for me to wear the pants. As you can see here, there's a big gap in the butt side, and that's because I cut the patterns too small. And theoretically, I probably should have cut a 36 or 38 based upon the sizing of the pattern. The pattern was a size 34, and that's what I originally cut, and I think that was too slim. Even though when I wear normal pairs of pants, I'm like a 32. But I don't know if the fabric was just different or if it's, the pattern, but once I added the pleats and I added the pockets and started doing the back pleats, all of that took away from how much fabric I had at the end. One thing that I was concerned with was doing this, the zipper. And honestly, it was the easiest part of this project in my opinion. Most people complain about doing the zipper, but I thought it was super simple. What I hated doing was this right here, the back pocket. For some reason, when I was trying to add the back pockets to both sides, I accidentally did the same thing twice, and that resulted in me having a pocket that was on the wrong side. And so I just cut the extra fabric because I had a little bit of extra fabric left. And once I cut it and I added the pocket on there, I had to basically cut another set of fabric and redo that back pocket. It was the right side that needed the pocket done the right way. And so what I decided to do was simply just stop trying to add the pattern or the pocket in the back, and I just put a pleat, because the other side of the back of the pants has a pleat as well, but it also has a pocket that covers the pleat. Knowing that these were not going to fit and ever going to fit me, I decided to stop these because I get the general idea of how to make these. I feel like I can make these now with no problem, and my next pair are going to be a whole lot better. And so I decided to just order some more fabric. I have to pick it up this weekend, and I'm going to take a day and redo the pants. This time I'm basically going to just take that same pattern and I'm going to cut a 36 or a 38 as the original sizing, and then I'll just slim it down from there to make it fit appropriately, because one thing that I've learned from this process is that it's better to have extra fabric than to not have enough fabric, because with extra fabric you can always take it in and slim it down a little bit more, but when you don't have that extra fabric you can't work with anything. I'm super excited, and I feel like I've learned so many things about sewing, and I've just learned how to design pants and make them custom. And when I do the next pair of pants, I think they're going to be a whole lot better. I think they're going to be a lot better than this reference point, but I'm always going to keep these pants just as a reference, because this is where I started, and it's only going to get better from here in my opinion. So guys, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, go ahead and hit that like button. Also subscribe and share. With that being said, I'm Robert, this is Gent Style, and I'll see you in the next video.